Hello YouTube, my name is Plazukas and today's video is going to be on Stellar Blade / Project Eve. We're actually going to react to the 2021 reveal trailer for a game called Project Eve that would become Stellar Blade. A little bit of backstory, Shuya Yoshida is a PlayStation executive who went to Shift Up. He goes to a bunch of developers and signed a deal with them shortly after. And apparently during that interaction, the game was a lot smaller. However, what you're about to see in this trailer, because I've seen some of it already, is going to amaze and startle you and provide you with as much optimism for this game's size and scope and potential story elements. There is probably more here than we could even have imagined. So without further ado, let's go through the reveal trailer. There's going to be no audio. So you're just going to have to listen to me do the reactions to the trailer. I've seen some of this, but not all of it. So without further ado, here we go. Remember, this is going to be Project Eve, but essentially you're going to find out. We've never seen this enemy in the game. So there's things that we've never seen that we're seeing in this game, whether it's going to be in Stellar Blade. We don't know. Obviously, we know Eve. This is the model. This is the 2021 model of Eve for what we know today as Stellar Blade. A lot of similarities there, including the cinematic deaths for killing the bosses. Now, she gets smashed through and is in space, right? So I think this might have been more of like a space game at one point in time, and then they grounded it. But they're going to show things on here as well that indicate, well, they already had a vision for this back in 2021, and they had a lot of this game built, and they've waited this long to release it. This is going to blow you away. I mean, I don't know if we get to face that, but that would be really cool if we did. Okay, so here we go. This is our first real scene of something that we can recognize. These models look very similar to what we've seen in the demo, and then also the PlayStation Showcase, the one we did a reaction to earlier. And you're going to see something come up. This is effectively the city from all intents purposes, and you're about to see another shot shortly after this that's going to showcase the exact location that we had in the demo in the beginning. It's crazy. Like, this was in 2021, and all this was built then. This means that this game was probably in development 2019, 2018. Do we have a 5-6 year old developed game? Is that like, that rivals Rockstar, that rivals Square Enix's Final Fantasy, that rivals the best of the best Cyberpunk 2077. I have no idea how much they packed into this game, and then it's even more potential for additional content after the release of the game as well. If they've had this much time to work on it, they might have had a lot of post-content launch updates. All right, so this is relatively new stuff. We've never seen this. Whether this ends up in Stellar Blade, we don't know, because this is still technically Project Eve, even though Eve is, you know, present. I don't remember this particular statue, but I think they've showcased this shot in one of the other trailers that we've had in the game. Again, nothing that we can recognize just off the image itself. And again, this is Project Eve 2021. We're getting there, okay? Okay, so this, okay, still not there yet, but I think it's the next shot or the shot after this, right? Oh no, there's gonna be enemy shots. Just go with it. There are things that we have not I mean, look at that statue, right? There's scale here. There's scope here. Like, this has got to be a level. Look, you walk across that. This is just showing it from a scanned, a zoomed out point of perspective. Okay. We recognize this. This is exactly from Project Eve. We have the chair where she sits, the the ability to skill up, and then the vending machine. So this is probably going to be in the game at some level. I mean, we have not seen shots like this. They have not been showcased in this aspect of the game at all, and this could make the story super, super interesting. We're going to see some enemy types that we've never seen as well, so it's a bit spoilerly. Obviously, Eve has changed quite a bit since her reveal in Project Eve, comparably to what we see in Stellar Blade. Her face has definitely changed. I think she's gotten a little bit older in the new iterations. So these little starfish things, maybe that's where they started out as, and then they became the floaters that we see now. But this is a face hugger, so maybe they are able to interact at some level with some of the other species in the game at some point when you get to certain levels. Okay, right here, guys, right here. Look at this. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. That is a shot. This is when I stopped and said I had to make a video. Watch this. Okay, this is directly from. Wait 1 second. Let me see if I can go back. I'm trying to go back and see if it actually works for me. Right here. This is Project Eve 2021. They've had this much done. And this actually is really good because this was probably the earliest stuff they built. And when we talked about critiquing the graphics and the style of the game, I did, make a note to say that the Cityscape didn't look that impressive. And to be honest, if it was built in 2021, most likely it was, last gen hardware. So they were trying to work around that. So all the stuff that we saw from the PlayStation Showcase stuff, which was, which had better lighting and the backgrounds and just the overall look of the levels just look way, way more higher fidelity and next gen. This is just showcasing something else. This is back in the city, I believe. This is one of her animations that she was doing before. This is the same enemy. Straight up, same enemy, same level. They've had this particular stage ready to go from the earliest of development. We've never seen this enemy type. A lot of these movements were already inside the game, so the chances of us playing other characters are very high, in my opinion. We've seen this shot actually just in a different perspective, where she has a shrine or something. We've seen this on a different angle before in the PlayStation Showcase trailer, and she was in a different outfit, and it looked a bit differently. I'm thinking this signifies something. This is going to be something in the town that she gets to interact with. This is just showcasing this creature right there, that boss, guys. I mean, this is 2021 Project Eve, and we've got things that are 3 years old that have been able to be fleshed out, tested. I mean, I don't know how much work they've done. Maybe they've just been doing nothing the last 2.5 years. And maybe they've already had most of the game built and they're just going to have a lot of post-launch DLC content, which is fine by me. I don't have a problem with that. Like I said, this is a company that, makes gacha games. They know how to do post-launch content. And for me, I think we would benefit from that greatly. Even if it is paid and hopefully some free. Hopefully there's a balance here. This is directly from the demo, the boss battle here, by the way. The lighting effect is present at that time. This is 2021. This is 2021. This is how much stuff we had then. Again, a lot of this is from the... Oh, something happened there. That's her weapon? So this is an element that we have not seen, that we've now seen a couple times in this game, where she's used some of the boss weapons or a huger weapon to impale the bosses. So I don't know if that element remains in this game. It just hasn't been showcased yet. That was right off the parking garage right there, that shot, that previous shot right there. See that? Where she just took down the boss? This is some other aspects. See, these are other creatures that we've not seen. That looks so scary. QTE events with them blowing up. High fidelity. Look at this. We've never even seen this aspect of it. But this is definitely making it inside the game. They're not going to do that sequence and not have it inside the game. Look at all this stuff, guys. Look at all of it. There's so much here. And this was one costume. So they've had all this time to build multiple costumes. This is why there's so many different variations of costumes. We've seen this actual boss in the trailer, so we know this made it over to the Stellar Blade game. So they've had all this time to make different costumes. There's definitely going to be post DLC content. There it is. 100% confirmed post DLC content. Who knows what kind of other... Okay, what happened here? Okay, this is showcasing Tacky, and it looked like they may have a different introduction to Tacky in Project E than they do with Stellar Blade. They wanted that reveal at the very end. So they've had the concept of Tacky from day one, essentially, even before it became Stellar Blade. If this doesn't impress you, if this doesn't get you convinced that Stellar Blade is going to be worth every single penny that it's asking for, that we're going to get post-launch DLC, that we're going to get this expansive game that's going to have a lot of fleshed out characteristics, this is going to review at least, I would say, high 8s at the very least, because of how much time they've had working with this game and just continuously, you know, figuring it out and trying to probably put in the best possible aspects of it. And then we can just have the DLC if they want to throw anything else that they didn't think would make it in the real game and make it our choice to buy it or not. You know, costumes, alternate characters that we can play through, different missions or locations, an expansion pass. Like, I'm here for it. I'm here for them to make money. I'm here for PlayStation to make money. Single player focused games with, you know, Elden Ring style, with Bayonetta style, with Nier style. Like, all these things are something that the director has already talked about influencing them and inspiring them. So I cannot be more excited for Stellar Blade. I hope this trailer gets anybody that was on the fence even more hyped. This was 2021. My name is Plazookas. If you like this content, like, subscribe. I'll see you in my next video. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.